Hey everyone, so I haven't made a video in over a year, which is pretty crazy. I'm going to turn my phone on airplane mode so I pay attention. So it's been over a year and I get emails and comments and people asking me questions about certain things, so I wanted to come back to make another video to let you know I'm alive. If you need help, I'll do my best to help you. And yeah, so it's just going to be an update. It's going to be me talking about my eating disorder last year a little more and where I'm at now. I'm healthy now. I'm set. That stretch feels good. It's like super early in the morning. And I do want to say I've tried to record this video millions of times. I've tried to record so many videos and I'm just like, I'm never happy with them. I either don't like the way I look or like I don't think I say the right things, but I swear this one I'm just uploading. So there's not great lighting. It's early. I'm probably gonna mess up my sentences, but if you want to listen, listen. So around this time last year, I was starting my recovery for my eating disorder, and something I do want to say is if you're going to recover, it's not easy, but you do have to realize it's all in your head. You're not eating for reasons that are all in your head, or even if you have like reasons, like your brain is why you're not eating. So I'm going to talk about my eating disorder a little bit and what I struggled with and my challenges I faced, what was most challenging. And so I do plan on doing like another one of these, but this is the start, I guess. There's a couple more videos I want to put out, because I don't think I ever put it on my channel, but I'm not sure since I don't watch my old videos. They kind of scare me. But I also used to have depression, and I used to self-harm, and I used to like do a lot of drugs and things like that, but I'm fine now. I mean, obviously everyone has bad days, but I'm fine now. Okay, so anyways, about my eating disorder. This time last year, I was in recovery for my eating disorder. For me, reaching out to a nutritionist was a choice that my parents didn't push me to do. And I still think to this day, I don't blame my parents at all, but I don't know how they let me get to the point that I did. I was so unhealthily skinny. It was insane. And I know they couldn't do anything about it because I already was at that point. I was depressed. I was everything, but it's just, I don't know how I let myself get to that point. And something about eating disorders is you can't blame it on anyone. Where mine came from was certain family issues, relationship issues for sure. And that's another thing I want to talk about is like my depression in another video, because my depression for me at least triggered my eating disorder. I was depressed and self-harming for a really long time, and then I got out of a relationship, and as stupid as that sounds, it just made me more depressed since I was already depressed. And instead of continuing to self-harm and be super sad, I decided to stop eating. And I don't really think I can say it was decided. I just stopped eating in general because I was so sad. I didn't think about food. I didn't care about it. I didn't care about myself. So decided was a bad word. But I just started eating less and less, and then eventually it kind of did become like a choice in a way. I started eating less and less, and my stomach shrank, and then I started purposely restricting what I was eating, and I realized oh, I like the results. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like that. One thing I do want to say though is I had no idea about calories. I knew what calories were, but I didn't know how many you were supposed to have. So the amount I was eating was so little. I would say this is how much I ate, and this is how much you're supposed to eat. I did not know you could lose weight or look better with a normal amount of calories, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. What I'm saying is you're supposed to have 2,000 calories a day. People debate about it, whatever. That's around the range of what you're supposed to eat depending on your activity level. for like a normal healthy person who just does daily things. And I was eating like not that. So I kind of got off topic, but what I wanted to talk about was my biggest challenge, and for me that was definitely my exercise addiction. My exercise addiction, I don't know how much I talked about it on my channel because I was super, super embarrassed about it. And I think I want to make a whole separate video on that because I guess I know there's some people who have exercise addictions who don't necessarily have the eating part tied in as well, meaning they do have an exercise addiction, but they don't care about what they eat in a way, because I know someone like that, but I don't know if a lot of people have that, but that's going to be a separate video. So that was my biggest challenge for sure, and the way I overcame it was I reached out for a nutritionist and a therapist. I told my parents, I'm like, oh, I'm going to find a nutritionist. For a really long time, I didn't look. I didn't care. I was lying to them, being manipulative, telling them I was going to get help, but I didn't. And then I came up to North Carolina, which is where I'm at now, and we went on hikes, and this is when I was at my lowest weight. I couldn't even get up the hill over there, which is like the easiest small little hill ever. And one day I just broke down crying, and I told my mom, I'm like, I can't even walk up this hill anymore. I was so weak, I couldn't walk up the stairs, I couldn't hold my own dog, I couldn't sit in the bathtub. My tailbone, it hurt when I did that. My bones would hurt. Having an eating disorder it's hell. For me, it was literally hell because it's not fun. Like, there's a point in your eating disorder you might think you look good, but then you just look like a bag of sticks, and it's not fun. So I reached out for help, and I went to my nutritionist, and it was the scariest thing in my life. She'd make me stand on a scale, which I couldn't see my weight, and it was just terrifying. The first day I went in there, she told me I had exercise addiction and an eating disorder, and I cried because I never thought I'd be the type of girl to ever have an eating disorder. When I was little, I ate whatever I want. As a child, I was always told, like, oh, you have such a beautiful body, because that sounds weird. Like, from neighbors and stuff, they'd say, like, oh, your daughter, like, her body's so beautiful, because I was always tan, you know, I had, like, a butt, I had boobs as I grew older, like, I was always very fit. I always looked very good. I was naturally thin, and I looked good. I was fit, like, and I ruined that. So, got off topic again. So I got over my exercise addiction mainly by stopping, and I cannot say that it was easy. It took a lot of tears, a lot of frustration, and it was actually like the most difficult part of my eating disorder, at least for me. So I want to make a whole separate video about that, about how I recovered from my exercise addiction, because it's a little more complicated than eating, at least for me it was. That was what was most challenging. But now into the eating thing, and a few questions I want to address. So a lot of people ask me, oh, how did you recover on just fruits and vegetables and like potatoes and like healthy? And I question taking down my first videos because that is not how I recovered. I didn't recover like that at all. There was points where I ate junk food all day, vegan chips, pizza, chocolate, popcorn, this, that, this. And I was still in my eating disorder, so I was embarrassed to upload that because at least for me, those were foods I've never eaten, and I was embarrassed to upload it. And if you're in an eating disorder, I definitely recommend breaking your rules, even if it's just while you recover. Like, eat chocolate, eat unhealthy foods. Like, if you're eating only healthy foods, is it because you want to be healthy, or is it for like your mental reasons because you know that's what's best for you? Chocolate's not going to kill you. Chips aren't going to kill you. Like, unhealthy foods might not have like all the nutrients for you, but they're more calorie dense, so you don't have to eat as much. When I was eating only fruits and vegetables, my stomach hurt all day, because I had to eat such a vast amount of fruits and vegetables to put in the calories. Eat peanut butter, eat chocolate, chips, vegan snacks, vegan, what are they called? Baked goods, like branch out of your comfort zone if you're recovering, because if you're restricting your diet, that's probably your eating disorder talking, and you should probably escape that. So that's a question I get a lot. And then also people always comment and ask me like for advice and things like that. And if you comment your email or something, I will email you. You can email. I've actually emailed like a couple people, and I try to do the best I can to help them, to give any advice I can. And something that's great that you guys should know is I'm in college now, so I'm studying health and nutrition, which is great. And it might seem kind of weird, like, oh, you're going to become a nutritionist even though you've had an eating disorder. But I made this channel with the intentions of helping anyone I could, even if it was one person, even if it's just like someone watching who never contacts me or anything. Just, I made this this channel with intentions to help people. So now moving forward to become a nutritionist is great because I can further help people, and it can be face-to-face. And eventually, once I know more, I can come on here and hopefully talk about it more and help you guys out a little more who are struggling through what I struggled through. So that's what I'm studying. I'm super excited about it. And again, I always get off topic. So I don't even know what to call this video because I'm just everywhere. But I'm excited for that. And I feel like I want to address some more questions, but I feel like I should make another video about it instead, because I know people recovering will probably have a lot of questions, and I think that's another video I'm going to do. So this is kind of just like a little updates. I don't know what to title this video, but I'm going to make a video probably later today, and it's going to be like questions I had while I had my eating disorder. So hopefully you guys, if you have those questions, will get answered. So thanks for watching, and if you listened, congratulations. By the way, I used to put all my old social media in the description, and I deleted all of it just because it's like old and it was only for this channel. But I have another YouTube channel where I post like travel videos. I have other stuff. I have real social media. If you want it, it'll be below. And if you want to contact me for any reason, leave a comment, whether it's email or any other way. We can talk. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you in my next video.